Nice and light. Here we go. Pop this head. You're charged up.
To use English as the main language, press the return key. Mac OS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press the Command key while you press Touch ID 3 times at the right end of the touch bar to learn how to use VoiceOver.
The VoiceOver Quick Start. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer using only your keyboard. In this quick start, you'll learn the location of important keys on your keyboard and important VoiceOver commands. To advance through the quick start panels now, use the arrow keys located to the right of the main keyboard keys. On a portable computer, they're located in the bottom right corner of the keyboard. The up arrow and down arrow keys are positioned one above the other, with the left arrow and right arrow keys on either side. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. To exit, practice what you learn. Many quick start panels include an area where you can use VoiceOver to practice the commands you just learned about on the panel. The quick start plays a sound to indicate when practice begins and ends. When VoiceOver starts and is ready for practice, you will hear the following sound. When VoiceOver stops, you will hear the following sound. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. The VoiceOver modifier, you enter VoiceOver commands by pressing the VoiceOver modifier and one or more other keys. You can set the VoiceOver modifier to be the caps lock key or the control and option keys pressed at the same time. By default, you can use either as the VoiceOver modifier. The caps lock key is the third key up from the bottom on the left edge of the keyboard. The location of the control and option keys depends on your computer. On a desktop computer, they are the second and third keys on either side of the spacebar. On a portable computer, they are the second and third keys to the left of the spacebar. During this quick start, when you need to enter a VoiceOver command, you will hear something like, press the right arrow, which means press and hold the VoiceOver modifier, then press the right arrow key. For example, you press and hold the caps lock key, then press the right arrow key. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. Keyboard help. VoiceOver provides keyboard help for learning about the keys on your keyboard. After you start keyboard help, just press a key to hear its name. If you press the VoiceOver modifier at the same time, you hear the name of the VoiceOver command assigned to that key, and a brief description of the command. Use VoiceOver now to start keyboard help. Press VOK. When you're done, press the escape key to exit keyboard help and return to the quick start. Then press the right arrow key to continue to the next panel. Move around the screen. To move the VoiceOver cursor, press the VoiceOver modifier while pressing the up, down, left, or right arrow key. As the cursor moves, you hear a description of the item it moves to. On screen, the VoiceOver cursor appears as a rectangular outline around the item. Use VoiceOver now to navigate around the practice area below. When you're done, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. Adjust the voice. You can choose a different voice to use in VoiceOver, or change the voice's rate, pitch, volume, and intonation. To start, press VO Command Shift right arrow several times until you hear the voice setting you want to change. To increase the settings value, press VO Command Shift up arrow. To decrease the value, press VO Command Shift down arrow. Use VoiceOver now to change the voice or adjust its settings. When you're done, continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. VoiceOver on Setup Assistant. Adjust the voice window. Continue button has keyboard focus. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control Option Space. On. You are currently on a table. To enter this table, press Control Option Shift down arrow. As outlying islands. US for US outline. United Kingdom. United States. Keyboard layout table. Row 1 of 1. Image. US selected. You are currently on a table. To enter this table, press Control Option Shift down arrow.